Chapter 17. Then one of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who is seated on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality, and with the wine of whose sexual immorality the dwellers on earth have become drunk." And he carried me away in the Spirit into a wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and the impurities of her sexual immorality. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and of earth's abominations. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. When I saw her, I marveled greatly. But the angel said to me, "Why do you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman, and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns that carries her. The beast that you saw was, and is not, and is about to rise from the bottomless pit and go to destruction. And the dwellers on earth whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world will marvel to see the beast, because it was, and is not, and is to come. This calls for a mind with wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman is seated. They are also 7 kings, 5 of whom have fallen. One is, the other has not yet come, and when he does come, he must remain only a little while. As for the beast that was and is not, it is an 8th, but it belongs to the 7, and it goes to destruction. And the 10 horns that you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received royal power, but they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour together with the beast. These are of one mind, and they hand over their power and authority to the beast. They will make war on the Lamb, and the Lamb will conquer them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those with him are called and chosen and faithful. And the angel said to me, "The waters that you saw, where the prostitute is seated, are peoples and multitudes and nations and languages. And the 10 horns that you saw, they and the beast will hate the prostitute. They will make her desolate and naked, and devour her flesh, and burn her up with fire. For God has put it into their hearts to carry out his purpose by being of one mind and handing over their royal power to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. And the woman that you saw is the great city that has dominion over the kings of the earth."
Revelation chapter 17. The fall of Babylon the Great, chapters 17, 18. 17 verses 1, 2. One of the 7 angels invites John to witness the judgment of the great harlot. This is a great religious and commercial system with headquarters in Rome. Many believe that chapter 17 describes religious Babylon and chapter 18 the commercial aspect. Religious Babylon certainly includes apostate Christendom, both Protestant and Catholic. It may well represent the ecumenical church. Notice the description. The harlot sits on many waters, controlling great areas of the Gentile world. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. She has seduced political leaders with her compromise and intrigue. The inhabitants of the earth have become drunk with the wine of her fornication. Vast numbers have come under her evil influence and have been reduced to staggering wretchedness. 17 verse 3. The apostate church is seen sitting on a scarlet beast. We have already noted in chapter 13 that this beast is the revived Roman Empire, and sometimes the head of that empire. The beast is full of blasphemous names and has 7 heads and 10 horns. 17 verse 4. For a while the false church seems to dominate the empire. She sits in full celestial state, wearing the symbols of her vast wealth and displaying a golden cup full of her idolatry and immorality. 17 verse 5. A name of mystery is on her forehead, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abominations of the earth. This is the church that has shed the blood of Christian martyrs down through the centuries, and is still doing it. She is drunk with their blood. 17 verse 6. Like many others, John marveled when he saw the woman intoxicated with the blood of the saints. This refers to the saints of all eras of church history, but especially to the martyrs of Jesus during the tribulation. 17 verses 7, 8. The angel offers to explain to John the mystery of the woman and of the beast. The beast that John saw was, the Roman Empire existed in the past, it is not, it broke up and no longer exists as a world empire today, it will ascend out of the bottomless pit, it will reappear in a particularly diabolical form, and go to perdition, it will be utterly and finally destroyed. The revival of the empire and the appearance of its charismatic leader will cause the world of unbelievers to marvel. 17 verse 9. The angel says that this calls for a mind with wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. A traditional interpretation is that the harlot has her headquarters in Rome, which is built on 7 hills. 17 verse 10. Some commentators explain these 7 kings as 7 forms of Roman government, others explain them as 7 literal emperors. Others say that the kings represent great world powers, Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome, and the future revived Roman Empire. 17 verse 11. The 8th king has been variously identified as the head of the revived Roman Empire and the Antichrist. The exact meaning of this prophecy may never be perfectly clear until it is fulfilled. 17 verse 12. The 10 horns may symbolize the future kings who will serve under the Roman beast. They will rule for 1 hour, that is, a short time, CV 10b. 17 verse 13. The 10 kings unanimously yield their power and authority to the Roman beast. In other words, 10 countries, or governments, surrender their national sovereignty to him. 17 verse 14. This 10-kingdom empire goes to war against the Lord Jesus when he returns to earth at the end of the tribulation. But they meet their Waterloo in this battle. Though he is the Lamb, he is also Lord of Lords and King of Kings. His followers are called, chosen, and faithful. 17 verse 15. The angel goes on to explain that the waters in verse 1 are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. The harlot sits on the waters in the sense that she dominates vast segments of the populace. 17 verse 16. It appears that the revived Roman Empire allows itself to be controlled, or at least influenced by the harlot church for a while. Then, however, it throws off this intolerable yoke and destroys her. The hated harlot is stripped, consumed, and burned by the beast on which she sat. 17 verse 17. God is behind the scenes in all of this. It is he who causes the kingdoms to unite under the Roman beast and then to turn against the harlot. It is all to fulfill his sovereign purpose. 17 verse 18. That great city is Mystery Babylon, ruling over the kings of the earth. But as we have seen, the woman has her headquarters in Rome.